Welcome to Mike's Knockoff Toy Reviews. I just recently picked up a Neoarts Leonidas black version. The white and red blue version is pretty common, so I wanted something different. But comparing it with the Tigertron from Beast Wars and Rhinox, as you can see, it's nice. I like it. Now, side by side, they're pretty close to each other, which is really nice. And I had to use a cloth because it's kind of dark and you won't be able to see the color very well. It matches with the background of the table. So exactly the same size as Tigertron, which is really nice. And then with Cheetor, which is also a nice scale, and Rhinox, which is about right for a lion. So, matching up against Optimus from Beast. Oh, whoa, that's too far. Oh. Yeah, it's still pretty good size. I will show robot transformation for all three, Tigertron and Optimus and the black Leonidas as well. So, alright, first one up. Very Fidji, at the same time a lot of die cast, very heavy. Questionable plastic. I feel like I'm about to break it sometimes. But it's pretty sturdy so far. I had a couple pieces fall out. This is metal, which is really nice. That's all metal, really heavy. So take the guns off. I didn't bother putting the tail on. It's annoying. I'm not gonna put the tail on. You know, it's too much to deal with. Yeah, and this comes right off as part of the weapons set, which is fine. I can live with that. Another thing that bothers me the most is the arm swivel. Whee, look at that! Wow, definitely have to put some super glue in there or something. But yeah, that's not cool. But other than that, really hefty. Since it's pretty heavy. All die cast, almost everywhere. I feel like it's almost everywhere. Mostly in the legs. I'm comfortable with the legs, but when it comes to the upper body, I feel kind of scared to be playing with it. It feels really fragile. But the legs are good. Yeah, this is about 100 and what was it, 90 or $100 with free shipping from TF Direct again. Oh jeez. So as you can see, all these parts are falling off. The shoulder, whatever you want to call it, the shoulder cap. Yeah, but extend it out a little bit more. But pretty heavy. Oh man, that too. Yeah, well, it's not friendly, so probably have to put some nail polish in there to get started. Metal here, which is really nice. Transforming it from robot to lion is a mess. I can tell you that. I don't like that. But as a robot mode, I would definitely pose it as a robot for the rest of its life. I might think about putting it back into lion mode, but I wouldn't. But you can see that the ball joints right here, this is really nice. That's nice. But the arm swivel, yeah, that's a joke. And the chest is on some ball joints, which is nice as well. Gives him his chest. The The back of the head. Yeah, when you put the lion head over his head, it's a mess. So, get the camera up. Yeah, it has to be like that. This piston has to be like that. And the other piston has to be like that. They have to be in parallel. They can't cross each other. So, that is annoying. But I can push it out of the way. I'll open it all up so you guys can see what you're dealing with. I mean, this is my first, actually, this is my first KO Perfect Effect. I have their first release, which was like a little rumble or ravage or something, and then his foot broke, and from there on I never bought anything from Perfect Effect besides the combiner upgrade sets, and that was it. I didn't want to touch them. But since this was $90 or $100 with free shipping, I was kind of curious how it turned out pretty well. This is all metal, including this as well, which is nice. So it sits on a shoulder, I don't even know what I call that. Some sort of shoulder blade joints. So I'm gonna repose it again. Yeah, because he's top heavy, he will lean back, even though you position all the heads correctly and the back part of the head. But yeah, as you can tell, it's definitely something different. I mean, I'm even tempted to just to take off this and take off that, and just leave it as a an action figure. I'm really tempted to do that. It's pretty nice. But yeah, it feels really fragile back here. This shoulder blade ball joint system. And then the head itself is a mess. I didn't even put on the horn. I don't like that horn. But you know, back in here, it's wow. There's a lot going on. Is it too dark? Yeah, it's too dark. There's a lot going on in there. So I'll just collapse it as I can. But I saw other reviews, and that's why it tempted me to buy it, but I guess why I didn't know that it was like that. But still okay as an action figure. But when you're transferring back into lion mode, yeah, it's gonna be a problem. And then the tail, I don't even want to deal with it. I'm just gonna leave the tail off. But as you can see, yeah. All right. Oh, another shoulder cap. So a lot of things are falling off. It's still a very nice transformer / model toy. Definitely not friendly, so that's for sure. But his eyes, there's no clear plastic. His eyes are black. It looks like a dead prime, which is awesome. So he definitely reminds me of Wolverine, which I'm a fan of with these blades. So let me get this back on there. I'll definitely leave him in this mode, but as I put the blades on his hands, it's kind of fidgety, but it'll work. It's not the best, but you have to mess with it a lot, and it's still pretty good, I think. But with these claws, it definitely looks pretty badass. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Very fidgety. Oh, come on. Trying to give him a good pose. Yeah, that's pretty close. That is annoying. Come on. Alright. I'll just leave it. Come on. Work with me. Pose. I guess that's why it comes with the posing stand, which I don't like to use. I like to have all my Transformers on their feet. Even the player Kai stuff, I prefer to have them on their feet. I prefer not to have the stand. It's just more plastic getting in the way. Wow, this is annoying. All right, finally. Oof. All right, let's put in my next Tigertron and Optimus Primal. Give me a couple of minutes to prepare them. So when I was little, I did had quite a few Beast Wars. Didn't have any money, but when I was working in high school, I definitely bought several figures here and there that I could get a hold of. I still got my Beast Wars Megatron Transmetal, which is it's okay. Back in the day, it was cool. The Dragon mode was pretty cool, but the robot mode, it was no bueno. It was pretty bad. But I love it for its Dragon mode, so I bought it anyway. And then I finally picked up the Optimus at, was it KB Toys back in the day when they were still in business, and yeah, and now you got Toys R Us slowly getting out of business because, wow, you know, times are changing, you know. I guess everything's being bought online, so anyways. You know, if they make a Tigertron, I'd definitely buy it. Tigertron is still pretty badass. Come on, I gotta hurry up. Okay. It's definitely taller than Tigertron, which is fine. Oh, come on. Wow. Can't stand. Come on. It's starting to annoy me. Terrible footing. Alright. It's a Tigertron. I don't have any other Beast Wars 2 or Neo Beast Wars. I think I still got that one guy that has 3 dinosaurs combined into one. I still got him laying around. I got a Japanese version of that. And do a quick transformation with Optimus and yeah. I like it, but I'm not sure I can even recommend it because it's so fidgety. You can't even stand. It's top heavy. The feet are unstable, so you can't really get a good pose out of it. Has a lot of kibble, especially that lion head. What else I can think of? So luckily I heard a lot of people got it shipped with the box all smashed and everything, but you know, I got mine from TF Direct. It was packed pretty well, so that was good. Alright, almost there. Alright, Optimus. So with the 3 together, wow, he's pretty tall. Tigertron on the short side, but still pretty good size comparison. I don't have the original Leonidas, which is the Beast Wars 2, I think, or maybe Beast Wars 3, or is it Neo Beast Wars, or Japanese Beast Wars, whatever it is, but yeah, still pretty cool. I lost quite a lot of kibble, so expect that. It is not friendly at all for kids. If you have a niche for a Optimus Prime in the Lion mode, or some sort of Zoid, or was it Zords or Zoids? I don't remember. Then this would actually scratch that and fill in your needs. But I don't know if I can recommend this. A lot of stuff is falling apart. A lot of kibble. Like I said before, transformation is a little bit hard for the lion head. And then the mess that's inside the lion head, that's a mess to get into. And the back looks pretty good. The paint is awesome. The metal that's in there, that's awesome. I mean, there's a lot of good pros and cons with this toy. But if you're not into Beast Wars, I wouldn't get it. If you're into having a black Optimus Prime, I definitely would get it. Yeah, if you're not into Beast Wars, don't buy it, because you might be disappointed. To me, I'm happy to have it because it's part of Beast Wars, and it's a black Prime as well, so that's a bonus. There's also a Eva color, which I also like, but I'm not a fan of. I don't have any Eva toys back then. But yeah, you can tell this he has a lot of stability issues. Maybe a little bit of nail polish will fix both his ankles, keep them nice and tight. It feels really fragile to me. I definitely would have to put this on the high shelf so that the kid can't touch it, where I can let the kids touch that, and that wouldn't be a problem. But this I'll definitely have to put somewhere else. For $100, I have a hard time recommending it for $100 because it's so fidgety and everything else. So if you need a black Optimus Prime and it's Beast Wars, and you don't mind dealing with all the issues that it has, top heavy, metal, loose joints, kibble falling over the place, transformation is difficult, and the fact the price is a little high. But other than that, thanks for watching.